My name is Miss Gordon, and welcome to 5th grade math. I'm going to be your 5th grade math teacher. This is my second year teaching at Cypress Grove, and I have taught both 4th and 5th grade. Something fun about me is that I'm originally from Utah, and I graduated from the University of Utah with a degree in psychology and a degree in human development and family studies. After I studied in Utah, I became a teacher by getting my teaching certification, and I've only been in Texas for 4 years, and I love the warm weather, but I do miss being in the mountains. These are some of my favorite things. I love football. I love college football, and I love professional football. So these are my favorite teams. Obviously, the University of Utah Utes, and I'm a big Green Bay Packers fan because in Utah we didn't have a professional football team, so we kind of got to pick whatever team we wanted. So, and I also love coffee and Chick-fil-A. Fact or fib? So, can you tell which one is the fib? Well, the fib is that I am an only child. I have a sister who is 14 months older than me. And I did play basketball in high school, and I have traveled out of the United States. I went to Ecuador. Here are some pictures of the classroom. I love Bitmoji, so I have a lot of Bitmoji things in my classroom, but my classroom is also very colorful, so I tried to think of things that would make people happy, and I felt like bright colors and my fun Bitmoji would do that. Some classroom expectations that I have as far as behavior, I follow the whole brain teaching rules, which there are 6 rules, and it is to follow directions quickly, raise your hand for permission to speak, raise your hand for permission to leave your seat, make smart choices, make your dear team stronger, and keep your eyes on the target. We also use what's called restorative practices in the classroom. So in the classroom, we work on building relationships. So as a class, we formed a classroom treatment agreement, and it's basically how we want to treat each other. So we talk about student to student, what that looks like, student to teacher, and teacher to student. And we discussed ways to make it right if for some reason we don't follow our treatment agreement. As far as curriculum, these are some of the things that we learn for each unit. So we start the year off with place value and problem solving. We move on to operations with rational numbers. Then we move on to operations of fractions. Then we go to expressions and equations, organizing, representing, and interpreting data, and 2D geometry and measurement, and we end the year off with financial literacy. If you click on this year at a glance, you will see the curriculum document for the year at a glance to give you some more information. Supplies. In my class, we obviously need pencils. Since we're not really sharing supplies this year, these things you can buy and keep at home and just add to your pencil pouch when you start running out of them. But you'll need a box of pencils, you'll need some expo markers, a handheld sharpener, some scissors, glue bottle or glue sticks, a composition notebook or a spiral notebook, a pocket folder, And usually for the pocket folder, that's just for homework. And then one binder with tabs for all the classes. And then lastly, if you're on the Armadillo team, we have what's called an Armadillo team behavior folder. And that also allows you to store the incentive chart that we use that you can use to earn prizes. So in your binder, everyone should have a 3-ringed binder. I would suggest one of the bigger ones, maybe even the ones that zip, because those seem to last the longest. But students should have a 3-ringed binder with tabs for each of their core classes. I will have students put any graded work in their binder, and students will be tracking their test scores, so they'll keep that in their binder. And graded work will consist of homework, quizzes, tests, and any sort of class activities. So homework, we haven't quite started homework yet, but we will start very soon, giving homework a couple of times a week, and that is to help reinforce what students have learned in class. If you have any questions at all, please send all questions through a Schoology message, as Schoology is our main source of communication. So if you haven't already, please sign up for Schoology with your email and your parent code. If you do not have your child's parent code, please email your child's advisory teacher and they will be able to get that for you. If you click on these links will take you to the page where you can practice logging in. All parents must go to schoology.com, whereas all students must go to csisd.schoology.com. So this would be a good chance to just practice logging in case of anything happening where we have to do at-home learning again. And that is the end of my slideshow. I'm really excited to be working with your students this year. And if you have any questions or need any more information, please reach out to me through Schoology. Have a great evening.